Hello, this is Pat Walker at MissionWinners.com, and just catching up on different questions from people that I love and comments. I love teaching this stuff. I love the markets, I got to tell you. I really do. So this was really great. This is for Blake. Blake, welcome aboard. Blake is a new VIP. Welcome to the team, Blake. Glad you're here. Glad everybody's here. He says, looking forward to learning from you. And, a couple of questions here. He said, I feel like I get stopped out every once in a while and, then the stock moves up. That's frustrating. He said, it looks like you recommend 5 to 7% stop for a more expensive stock that would really limit my initial share purchase. He talks about these, and these are good questions. I have really some aggressive traders simply use $1 to $2 stocks. Racehorses, shouldn't go back to the gate. And this is good. Hey, I'm with you, buddy. You got my vote there, okay? So, what do you think's the best exits for breakout failures? This is a great question. Like, hey, how do you get in and how much room are we going to give it? That's huge. It's a huge part of the game. Getting in's easy. Getting out's the tough part. Anybody can buy. It's the selling that separates us. So that's the kind of stuff we want to work with. So let's go through here. And then also, what's a full position do you recommend? All right. And I'm going to answer that question first. What is a full position? I'll be very honest, this is the way I do it. Take your account and divide it by either 5 or 6. In the sake of our example, we're going to say 5. So that's 20%. 20% in each stock, okay? You start getting really crazy. I got to tell you, I used to have like 15, 16 positions. Man, it is tough to handle. I would rather have 5, maybe 5 to 8. 5 to 8 stocks. And there's times, like right now, I have 10 because the market's strong. I have 10 positions. But overall, 5 to 8. So let's suppose you do 5. 5, okay, 20% in each stock. That's the way we do it. Also, I'll share this with you. So then you take it and you say, well, then how do you get in? Well, let's go through this right here. Nutanix breaks through right here. We're going to talk about a couple of your questions. First one, you buy right here. Breaking through on volume. Clean and simple base. See this? Clean and simple. We're looking for clean and simple. We don't want fancy. That's very, very important. Nutanix breaks out, starts to go up. Here's the bottom line for us. You buy your 50% position. When it goes up about 2-3%, you add another 30%. So let's do math, okay? Let's do, instead of percentages, let's talk numbers. Let's suppose you're going to buy 100 shares. You start with 50, goes up 3% or so, you buy another 30. Goes up 5%, you buy another 20. 50 shares, 30 shares, 20 shares as it goes up. Now you can say, oh, if it goes up, I'll double down. Oh boy, then you screw up our price. We don't do that. We're very disciplined. By the way, this is straight from CanSlim level 3 and 4 seminars, all right, that I've been to. So, no, I haven't been to 4, but I've been to 3. And I'm an IBD meetup leader, so I teach this stuff once a month. We go in here and tear it apart. So that's what we're looking for. Entries right here. Now, let's take it a step further. Let's suppose you buy you want to buy 100 shares, so you start with 50. Let's suppose it doesn't go up. Guess what? You don't buy more. Until it proves itself, you don't buy more, which does something. It minimizes your risk. If it breaks out and starts to fail, you only have 50 shares. You don't have 100. You only have, if it's 1,000, you only have 500 shares. You don't have 1,000. That's the way you do it. It's got to prove itself for us to add to it. So now let's take it a step further. Here's the other side of the coin. Let's suppose that you buy it, breaking through here, and it turns and it starts to fall. It's like, well, what do? Well, here's the sweet part about it, is you only have your half position, so unless it starts to move up, you don't have more. I do not limit my losses at 5 to 7%. I do it for less. And I will also tell you this. Bill O'Neill says the same thing. Same thing. He doesn't want 5 to 7%. He wants less than that, which is why we are hung up on clean and simple entries. A clean and simple entry will give you a clean and simple exit if it's wrong. So let's do this one right here, okay? Because this is a good example. Right here's the breakout going through these tops right here. Okay? Taking out these tops. The high here, by the way, I want to show you something. Watch the number right here on the screen. This number. The high on this bar, heavy volume. The high is 38.90. The high on this bar is 38.80. This stock could have been bought right here because it's 10 cents over the pivot price at 38.80. That's what we look for. But let's suppose you waited. The next day, it opens down a little bit. You see that little hash mark right there? This is the close. This is the open. Opens down a bit. As soon as it takes out 38.90, 39 bucks, we're in it. 39 bucks, we're in it. If it goes up a little bit and falls down, I will tell you this. The best ones, I'm going to risk 50 cents, maybe $1, and that's it. And I'm out. I'm out. Why? Because the good ones don't give it back. They just go, and they go on volume. Now, let's take it a step further. What do we do with a stock like Netflix? Netflix right here. Okay? Right in here. What do we do? If you buy it, you've got to give that one a little bit more room. A little bit more room. I'm not going to give this a ton of room, but I have to tell you, how can we adjust and compensate for our emotions of saying, geez whiz, 5% on 300 bucks, I don't want to give back that much. That's 15 bucks. That's kicking me. So here's what we do. And it's simple. We buy less shares. You know, you could buy 5 shares of Amazon and make good money. You can say, oh, come on. Well, it's up 70 points from where we bought it. 5 shares, last time I checked without a calculator, it's 350 bucks. 5 shares. You can do that. That's what we do. Now, this is a fancy entry. All right? I prefer not to do fancy, to tell you the truth, Blake. I look for cleaner and simple. I will encourage this for you. Focus not on the fancy chart patterns. Focus on the really clean and simple chart patterns. And I will tell you, your investment results will improve. I'll show you one last one here. Square. Last year, lifting through here. There was a spot right here. Look at this. See that shelf? Watch this. We're going to make it easy for you. Stock's going up. There was an entry right here. You see that right there? Little shelf right there. Goes sideways right here. You can say, well, gosh, I guess if it bounces off the 8-day, I could buy it. Boom, it does it. If you buy this, taking out these highs above 33.30, suppose you buy it for 33.40. 33.40. I'll tell you what, this stock shouldn't fall down to around 33 bucks. 40 cents. So you're risking 40 cents on 33. Here we go. 0.40 divided by $33. You're risking 1.2%. That's how we do it. Clean and simple. A clean and simple entry will give us a clean and simple exit. And that's what we're after. Blake, I know I covered a lot there, sir, but it's important. I want to do this justice. And again, welcome to the team. This video's for you. It's for everybody, including me. It keeps me sharp. So thank you. Y'all have a good night.